So, fun fact: Hensley actually is credited.
You got a little something right here. Oh,
Sorry, man.
it's a waffle.
We made chicken and waffles for dinner. Oh, welcome back to Worth the Dream. I'm Grim.
And I am Red. This is your home for whiskey reviews, bandwagon opinions, and smoky cologne.
It's not even a scotch today.
No, but it's smoke.
Smoke. Yeah, I get it.
Smoky.
So I mean, you beat me to it. We're taking a look at Smoke Wagon, uncut, unfiltered.
Yeah, and I'm super excited.
I am too.
This one's batch 27.
Okay.
I always like the handwritten, like, this is the batch number, this is the date it was bottled.
Yeah, bottled 11/18/2020.
Yeah.
Which is actually so 11/18 is my wife's birthday.
Well, there you go.
Maybe we should have waited.
Maybe. Speaking of which, that was a really good waffle.
Yeah, you like that?
It was good.
All right, so my wife has this really good recipe for fried chicken, and I have this barrel-aged maple syrup, the bourbon barrel-aged maple syrup.
Nice.
Yeah, and I just it hit the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a nice cinnamon flavor in there. It
It was a Belgian
good.
waffle.
Yeah, one of my favorite things for breakfast is just toast, butter, and a little bit of cinnamon on top.
Same.
Oh.
My wife thought I was crazy when I gave that.
Really?
She's like, she's not going to eat that without sugar. I'm like, just watch.
Good stuff.
So Smoke Wagon.
Yeah, Smoke Wagon. That's what we're talking about today.
That we're going to try. We're going to try to stay on point today.
I'm not wearing my tangent shirt, so we're okay.
Okay.
Bottled, distilled, blended by Nevada.
Blended, aged, and bottled.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Good.
So, bottled, aged, blended by Nevada H&C Distillers.
Not necessarily in that order.
No, I went in a weird order. Which is co-founded in 2012 by Aaron Chepetic and Jonathan Hensley. Opened in Las Vegas. They had opened a Las Vegas bar together called the Griffin in 2007.
Oh, that's cool.
And as they were taking samples of the stock in the back, they were like, you know what, we should make a whiskey.
We've talked about making our own
Well,
whiskey.
we
so
have.
I get that sentiment.
I can totally, I totally get that, for sure.
Fun fact, now that you mentioned Jonathan Hensley.
Yeah.
Hensley's actually a credited screenwriter, having worked on
Really?
films such as Jumanji and Die Hard
Die Hard.
with a Vengeance.
Still,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yep, I thought so.
Yeah.
So,
That's more screenwriting credits than I have.
yeah, well, at least two. Well, I don't know. Does YouTube count? Because you do a lot of our notes.
There's no credits.
Do you want me to start putting credits? I'll put credits. I'll put credits if it'll make you feel better. H&C Distilling Company. So they were the first distillery to open in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And the city actually had to create new licensing for them because none existed
Man.
prior to that.
That blows my mind because we also talk about like Arizona distilleries, and Whiskey Del Bach is one we go back to a lot.
Yep.
And at one point they were one of two whiskey distilleries in all of Arizona. Like
Yep.
this, whiskey becoming a thing, bourbon becoming a thing across, the explosion that's happening now is relatively recent. And it just, to me, it's always been there. So when I think about it,
it's something that we've taken for granted.
Exactly.
And now that we have our own microscope to put them under,
Yes.
we're learning.
I like that. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that it is their blended, aged, and bottled, but you didn't say distilled because it is
Yes.
MGP sourced.
It is.
Which, I mean, a lot of the newer distilleries, they get their whiskeys sourced from MGP.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. Because we said in a prior episode that starts them at a certain standard of quality.
Yeah.
So, aged in the Nevada desert. And you had written that they utilize a bespoke blending process to kind of stand apart from other MGP sourced.
Yes. Yeah.
Elaborate. I require elaboration.
So they have MGP sourced from 12 years to 4 years. And so they blend, and Aaron Chepenik is the one, I think primarily everything I was researching, sources specific barrels from specific places within the MGP distillery,
Okay.
if possible. So, 12-year aged in Rickhouse G on floor, whatever. That ages a little bit quicker, which gets a little bit more creamy notes, and then that's blended with a 4-year rye that has a little bit more spicy notes to kind of balance the two together. So
Thanks for that.
I wasn't expecting you to ask me that question, so
I'm glad you were prepared.
Whew.
You know, I'll tell you what. I'm going to start pouring.
Yeah,
So we mentioned at some point in a previous episode,
we don't know when this is going to air.
we have no idea what order this is airing in anymore, but format's going to get shaken up a little bit while we adjust to
Yeah,
me not being here. So we're going to shorten things a little bit. You'll notice we only have 2 glasses now. We figured with the higher proof whiskeys and bourbons that we've tried, none of them have appreciably changed between the first and second glass.
right.
So I feel like we're kind of just overindulging at that point, I think.
I mean, it is an
According to our
excuse to
wives.
drink. Yeah. So they started releasing the uncut, unfiltered in 2017, and it proved wildly popular.
Long neck.
Ooh,
I'm going to do your Willet trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't work so well on the Willet, but
Well, the Willet's just garbage to start, I think.
so that's a very subtle cork.
It's not as loose as the monkey shoulder, but it's getting there.
Started doing uncut, unfiltered batches in 2017. They've released 21 batches in 2020 alone. So they really picked up the pace on these special blended batches.
Yeah, they became wildly popular.
They wildly popular. It has no age statement, but it's as I said, blended as low as 4 years, as high as 12 years. And in 2017 and 2020, it won double gold at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition.
Of course it did.
I mean, a lot of things have won double gold,
Yeah.
and a lot of those things have been on this channel. I can smell it from here, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it's yeah. I got it on my hand. So this is ooh, I'm just gonna down it. It's dissipating already.
Oh man.
Okay, all right. So I've seen other people review this,
Yeah.
and one in particular I thought was crazy that they were getting like peaches and cream. But I'll be damned if all right, maybe not peaches and cream specifically, but peach rings.
There is a creaminess for sure.
Yeah, but I'm getting like the sugar coating on peach rings.
I can see that.
Okay,
Yeah.
can you smell it though?
I don't get peach in particular, and maybe that's because I actively avoid peach while I can. But that kind of granulated sugar candy,
Yeah,
I can definitely pick that up. And then there's a creaminess that kind of comes around there
there's
as
a
well.
strong creaminess here.
Yeah.
It's almost custardy.
Oh man, I really enjoy that.
Do we happen to know what's the proof on this guy?
57.46. So what is that? 100 and
Almost 115. Yeah.
115. We didn't touch on the mass bill. 60% corn, 36% rye, 4% malted barley. Which that's the only mash bill that H&C sources from NGP.
Okay.
So everything they do has that same mash bill.
I think I poured a little heavier. This is about 1.5 pours
I don't
because
mind.
we're not doing the second glass anymore.
Yeah.
But an appreciable.
We need to, leave room for experimentation.
Yeah.
Maybe some water.
Maybe.
Just
Maybe.
make sure we give the viewers a holistic experience.
Holistic. All right.
We're going to bring you on a mouth journey. We want to make sure we go through all the different stops.
After dark.
I can't get over that nose. It's not complex, but it's there.
Yeah.
You know
No.
what I mean?
There's a really really rich caramel.
Yeah.
All 4 of our kids are behind this wall tonight, and not just my 2.
They're having a good time.
They are having a good time. Which at MSRP is about $60.
Yeah, $60. I think we picked this up locally for $75 at a local shop.
Yeah, that's
which
not terrible.
I don't mind paying a little bit more if it's a local
Especially, yeah, I think you got this at Batch, right?
batch.
Yeah. Batch, one of my favorite joints here in town. It's whiskey and donuts.
Yes.
It's actually, so I said in one of the community forums once that Batch is actually so there are multiple factors that got me really into whiskey.
Yeah.
Batch is one of them. Because that's where I've always liked the idea of a Moscow Mule, but I don't care for vodka.
Right.
I just love the copper mugs. I think they're cool.
I mean, I agree.
And I like ginger beer. And then they have a Kentucky Mule, and I'm like, okay, I need one of those. And then they had this bacon-topped Bavarian cream-filled donut.
Oh man.
And I said, I need that donut, and I need a glass of whiskey to go with it.
Yes.
And I trust you.
And sit outside on the patio.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
that was
been
good
it's
stuff.
history ever since.
Yeah. For me, it was the Sonoran Sour, which is a sour made with prickly pear syrup. Oh man. That was
Anyway,
really
yeah. So if you're in Tucson, Batch down on Congress.
Congress.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been down there.
Downtown. Head downtown, go to Batch.
Yeah.
And then go to Fat Noodle.
Good stuff.
I'm a big fan of ramen.
Have you tried Raging yet?
No, I still haven't tried Raging yet because we had a pandemic and I can't go anywhere.
That's true. Anyway, so I think you nailed it when you said it's really not overly complex, but
No, everything on the nose is very present.
yeah, very present. What it has is there, and it's loud.
Yeah, it's like a fruity sweetness, creaminess, caramel,
Yep.
all there. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
My mouth is watering. Oh man. I don't quite have goosebumps, but
It's spicy like the Stag, I think.
yeah.
Doesn't hit quite as hard.
No.
But I'm getting.
Persistent finish.
Yeah, very. I think that's. I mean, high proof though.
Yeah. But it's like fruity and sweet.
Right up top.
Right up top, but I'm also, and then it went to spice, but I'm now also breathing out a fruitiness.
I'm still.
Almost that,
So I'm breathing out peach rings.
I was going to say, almost that like granulated sugar
Yep.
type of, and not granulated sugar sweetness, but I can't describe it other than that sensation of you have little gummy candy coated
Yeah.
in sugar.
Yep.
It's not necessarily the sweetness I'm tasting, it's just kind of the
sensation,
sensation
yeah.
of
I got
what
you.
that does.
Yep. But this is another one where like I feel like this is hitting above its weight here because I think it's a little punchy. Like it's
It's a little punchy,
yeah.
but not in a bad way. Not in like a,
Like as soon as it hits your tongue though, it's almost tangy.
yeah.
Like I'm getting like sour candy.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm glad we got this one.
me too.
Also, I know again aesthetics are secondary, but the bottle is
I love
gorgeous.
that bottle.
The glass work is absolutely gorgeous.
Um,
We talked about the perfect green on the Jameson bottle.
yeah.
This is just like this deep amber brown with like the glass work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The embossing on
Yep.
there. Yeah, it looks really nice. But yeah, when it first hits your mouth, it's almost tangy, and then there's this creamy sweetness that comes through. It's caramelly. It's custardy. It's
It's
like-
real thick on the palate too.
yeah. There's a good thick mouthfeel to it. It's almost like there's like a fruity sweetness that kind of balances everything, and then that high rye kicks in towards the back of the palate,
Yeah.
and it gets a little baking spicy.
I feel so honestly like I feel like just that that peak tanginess right up front, followed by like just breathing out this like really subtle like sugary peach ring.
Yeah.
Caramel's real heavy. I'm not getting a lot of like the subtler fruits or even the baking spices that much.
No,
I'm getting
not on the finish. No.
No, but I mean all throughout.
Yeah.
Like so, the start of the palate and the finish are just overriding any of the subtleties for me right now.
Yeah.
Could be the chicken and waffles,
Oh man,
if I'm being honest.
that's good stuff though. So same thing on the nose though. The palate's not terribly complex. It doesn't, but it punches you in the mouth
Yeah,
with what's
it's-
going on.
Honestly, like I feel like so. This is just. You're right. It's really not that complex, but it is just a good, strong, flavorful bourbon.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know what happened to my voice there.
It happens to us sometimes.
This bourbon's making me feel things. I need to be alone for a minute.
So I guess, fun fact, speaking of shooting off, smoke wagon is a slang term for the old 1873 Colt single-action Army revolver, the gun that won the West.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And there's a wax seal on here. We'll
we'll get in close.
We'll get it in close, or maybe we already have gotten in close. You notice the wax seal that's on there. It's got two crossed Colt single action Army revolvers with. I can't speak Latin. What does that say?
If I had to guess, it's Bibimus Moriendum EST or
Est? I think Est.
It could be what you wrote in all capitals, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
it looked like
I
established.
copied it from the website.
Anyways, yeah. If I don't speak Latin, but Bibbanus Moriendum, which could mean one of two things. I guess taken literally, it's drink, for we must die.
Yes.
But the company has their own take on it.
Drink and enjoy today because we won't be around forever.
Which is a little less
A little less.
grave, I
Yeah.
guess, is the right term.
I believe, and I was Googling many things at the time, so I believe that Bibamus Moriendum Est is a Seneca quote. If you know Seneca.
Seneca Crane?
Seneca, the old Greek philosopher.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought you were making the Hunger Games thing.
What?
Water takes all of the peachy, citrus, fruity flavor, or fruity scents out of the nose.
Yeah?
Yep, all of it. Rips them right out.
I'm gonna let you taste because I have a feeling it would do the same thing on the palate. It would be more rye front.
Takes all the punch out.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're right. Yeah, you're
Yeah?
right. It's a little more rye forward.
I don't think I want to put water in it then. I don't know what to do since we don't have second glasses now.
We just go right into impressions.
Do we?
Yeah. I mean, all right, so this new shorter format is going to, I mean, it cuts a lot of the banter out, but
Some of the I feel like we still had some good banter here.
this also means I can edit these much faster.
Yeah, it's true. Comment down below if you feel like this was a good amount of banter.
Or not, because I really don't want to feel bad like if there are people like go
Well,
like,
no. So we're also talking about doing podcast type stuff,
yes.
and that's going to be a lot of banter focused type shenanigans.
So impressions.
Oh yeah, we're doing impressions.
Yeah. Jim Helper. Fat Helper. I think this is another one. Look, I think this is my recommendation for a lot of these like allocated like limited release stuff. Is it's worth picking up at least once.
Yeah. Well, and Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered isn't that tough to get.
That's true.
So batch 20 what was that? Batch 27 came out 11/18.
Yep.
Batch 25 came out 11/21.
I feel if you take all of like the nutty influences out of Booker's, you almost get Smoke Wagon.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like experience wise, it's similar.
I'll give you that.
Easier to get, little.
See?
Look what you've done
It's
to me.
contagious.
Little better bang for your buck.
That was tough. I don't know if I could have said that.
I'm surprised I did it.
And I mean, at MSRP, it's a little bit cheaper than Booker's as well.
Therefore, little
What?
better bang for your buck.
Yeah, what I bought it for was about even with Booker's.
Little better bang for your buck, and what I bought it for was a little better than Booker's, buddy.
Bananas. I think, maybe we should kill it now and then that we have an infinite.
Drink for we must die. You're living up to their slogan.
I mean, drink today.
Die tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
All right, I think we're ready for a banner now.
Drink today.
That's gonna be
tomorrow.
my last
the
point. Ignore that one. That's just bad advice.
Drink responsibly.
Please.
No, yeah, I definitely enjoyed this one.
Yeah, I did too. I think for $60 to $70, I mean that's an excellent dram.
Yeah.
That's worth the dram.
It is. Man, you said it. You said it.
He said it. We
good.
have a title.
Man. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I like it. I think we have a quorum. I don't know what I'm just pissing in the wind now. If you liked what you saw here, comment down below. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram. We have a Discord if you want to join our Discord.
Links in the description.
We got lots of chats and memes and things
It's really
going on.
it's like weekly posts of whatever we're cooking.
Yeah, that too.
that
we
week.
we cook a lot. We post a lot of smoked meats.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Comment down below anything you want to see us try. Any ideas for kind of the future of the show or how you like things, how things have been going, things you've been seeing.
One, we're always open for recommendations still, and two, I had a second point and I lost it. Yeah, thanks for staying with us this whole time. I mean,
Yes.
thank you for your patience as we go through some changes here. But I mean, I'm excited to see what we come up with.
I am too.
Because I mean, we've been pretty clever all along.
We've been very clever. I mean, we have come up with new slogans every episode. So
That's true.
just wait for what we do for new formats.
That's a lot of pressure. Behind the scenes crew. It's got our back.
BTS.
Anyway,
Where were we?
no matter how you like your whiskey, that's the right way.